Hello again, my friends, and I hope you had a wonderful Easter, and I hope you haven't fallen for too many April Fool's jokes. What we have here is sadly not a joke. It's just a silly comment from a person on Twitter, which, it's always a great springboard for conversation, People on Twitter say things, they make me think things, and then I say things. That's kind of what we're going with right now. So this says, what this starts with is a tweet from another person. It says, just a month ago, I saw people gazing and mouth-watering over a nude mod of Leon in Resident Evil 4 remake, and it seemed normal. But when people get fan service of female characters, suddenly it's a problem. This person responds, it only seems like a double standard because women have always been sexualized all through the history of media. It's quite rare for a man to be sexualized, so it's like a breath of fresh air for the people who's attracted to males. This is completely untrue. From top to bottom, it's wrong. And the reason it's wrong is the people who aren't attracted to males don't really understand what the people who are attracted to males are looking for. Men happen to be very visual. Women do have visual cues that they pick up on, but it's not entirely visual, though visual helps. Obviously, there are shades of nuance in there that we could get into, but this is not a psychology channel, I'm going to stick to the generalities for now, and I'm gonna try not to wander too far off into my own trying to cover all the various possibilities where some men prefer this over that, or some women prefer this over that. But in general, men more visual, women have a actually wide variety of stimuli we look for, visual factoring in. Probably second or third most. It's not top, but it's also not bottom. It does count. Just about every male video game character who is presented in a positive masculine light is in fact sexualized in terms of a woman, or in terms of how a woman would look at him. Let's put it that way. The reason I say this is they are muscly, they are well dressed, they have attitude, they have a defensive manner, and they very much have that masculine energy. So what I have done is I found a list of hot video game men. Now, if this person was correct, this list should be very short, because obviously it's a rare thing. So there won't be a whole bunch of video games starring hot men or with hot men in them, or men that are quote sexualized as a woman would enjoy, or as someone who's attracted to males would enjoy. Oops, I accidentally hit the refresh button. So here we are on the page ranker, a page for ranking things, believe it or not. And oh, look, the hottest video game hunks of all time. Here we are ranking the hottest hunks in video game history, from sexy action heroes to lean, mean bad boys to nice guys with hearts of gold. This features the hottest male video game characters across every genre. The most attractive male characters in video games are going to be the ones who charm us with their alluring personalities, all while looking like absolute beefcakes. In some ways, I think it might be harder to make a hot male character for women, because you do have to include the personality. You can get away with a little more in terms of a woman if you give her big enough breasts, at least for men. People will still comment on the lack of personality, but they'll still play the game. So first one here is Leon Kennedy. With his chiseled jaw, perfectly styled hair, piercing blue eyes, Leon S. Kennedy quickly became a fan favorite in the Resident Evil series. His unwavering determination to protect others and take out threats only adds to his appeal. And I already voted, but not a big fan of him personally. And I'm kind of wondering if his popularity isn't currently boosted by that naked mod. Just saying. Cloud Strife, the iconic hero of Final Fantasy VII, wields his massive Buster Sword with grace and skill. His tousled bright blonde hair and expressive blue eyes have fascinated fans for years. Cloud's determination and emotional depth make him not just an incredible fighter, but also an attractive character. Now, I only played the first game, and back then he was kind of a weird pixel hunk on the screen. Or not the first game, but the original Final Fantasy VII, and back then he was a big pixel hunk on the screen. Really kind of difficult to find him attractive. Not really for me. Sephiroth, the brooding antagonist of Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth brings a dark and intense allure to his character. With his iconic long silver hair and piercing green eyes, he exudes power and mystery. His legendary sword and unmatched combat skills only add to the mystique, making him an attractive figure despite his villainous ways. Again, not very much for me personally. Dante. Not only is Dante an extremely skilled demon hunter from the Devil May Cry series, but he also carries a smoldering intensity and charismatic charm. His cool, confident demeanor combined with his skillful use of melee weapons and guns make him unforgettable make him an unforgettable and alluring character. And let's not forget his signature silver hair and crimson trench coat, an absolute fashion statement. Yeah, I can agree with that. So what do they got for Joel? A tough, rugged survivor with a tragic past from The Last of Us. Joel Miller has won the hearts of many. His gruff exterior belies a sensitive and fiercely loyal man capable of love and sacrifice. The depth of his character, combined with his impressive beard and piercing eyes, make Joel an irresistibly attractive figure. I'm really not that into him, but he's more of a meh for me, so I'm not going to vote him up or down. Nathan Drake, and I'm not going to read every one of these. Chris Redfield, Jin Kazama from Tekken, oh my god, Gerald, if you can't call him sexualized, I don't know who you can. Big Boss, Ezio, John Marston, Johnny, Snow, Master Chief, Zeke von Genbu, I don't know who that is. Oh, Xenoblade, okay, that makes sense. Squall Lionheart, Cassidy from Overwatch is apparently sexualized. I never played Overwatch, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But doesn't surprise me at all. Commander Shepard. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, there are a whole lot of women out there who spent a lot of time designing their perfect Master Chief or Commander Shepard. A lot of them. They'll never admit it, but they're out there. Sub-Zero. Interesting. Ryu. Definitely hot. Definitely sexualized. Look at those muscles. Come on. Solid Snake I have to disagree about. I don't consider him particularly sexualized or hot either way. Miguel Caballero Arroyo. I'm assuming I said that somewhere close to right. Kind of looks nice from here. But I mean, here we go. We have an entire list of all sorts of characters from all sorts of genres that people have gone through. Oh, he was cute. Not hot, though. And kind of not best if you were playing a woman character. And Titus... Cullen Rutherford, he was hot. I really liked him. In most of my playthroughs of Dragon Age Inquisition, I ended up romancing him just because I like him. A lot of girls did Blackwall. But, I mean, rare it is not. And honestly, when it comes to sexualization, somebody out there... Ooh, I liked Fenris. But somebody out there is sexualizing every character. That is what Rule 34 is about. You cannot tell me that there is not Rule 34 of every single male character you could think of. Now, whether it's necessarily drawn to a woman's tastes or not is an entirely separate subject. No, it is not rare for men to be sexualized. In any aspect of culture, men are just as sexualized as women. The difference is women are looked at as less aggressive. We're in a time where the idea of sexualization is being turned into a complete and total negative. There is a time and a place for everything. And I do believe sexualization in video games is just fine. Now, if you want to go out and play one of those weird adult video games, that's up to you. And please don't share it with class. But if it makes your little heart happy, you go right ahead, honey. Anyway, that is it for today. And I will catch you guys later. Have a great day.